kale chip recipe video. If you haven't already, go ahead and click the little red button down there and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my amazing weekly videos. You might be asking yourself, why would anybody want to make kale chips? First, lots of you have requested my kale chip recipe from my last video. If you haven't seen that, I will link the description down below so you can check it out. Secondly, kale chips are a great alternative to snacking on, say, potato chips, like barbecue and salt and pepper, which are my two favorite kind of potato chips. But besides the point, kale chips are a lot of fun to eat and they are a very, very healthy alternative. If you do not have a dehydrator, you can use the oven. I've never done this before, so I don't know how they're gonna turn out. I'm sure they're still gonna be delicious and yummy. If you use a oven, they won't have to be in the oven for very long. I will be using a dehydrator in this video, which is going to take most of the evening. I plan on leaving the kale chips in the dehydrator for about 5 or 6 hours. I will test them. Normally I leave them in overnight so they get extra crispy, because I love it crispy. Who loves crispy? I love crispy. You love crispy? We all love crispy. And now look, kale chips are delicious. They're very good. It's not like snacking on some like fresh raw kale, okay, which is like probably terrible. Kale chips are very yummy. You make a nice topping and you mix it all in and it's gonna be really yummy. You're gonna love it. First thing you're gonna wanna do is wash your kale. Here we are. All right, and we are going to use water, of course. You wanna use cool water. You don't want it to be hot when you're cleaning your fruits and veggies. So make it nice and cool. And then you're just really gonna get in there, mix it around, and then you're gonna use some fruit and vegetable wash. Okay, now that we've got our kale all nice and washed, we are going to destem it. You just wanna make sure that the stem's not on there. So you can just rip it off. Nice and easy, nice and fun. Just like that, just like so. Here we have our tentative ingredients. I did not write down our ingredient list the last time I made kale chips, so I'm kind of just gonna wing it and test it out before I pour it onto my kale chips. I have 2 heads of kale washed and chopped up here. I'm gonna use 1 heirloom tomato, some sun-dried tomatoes, garlic powder. I've got this chipotle powder, smoky chipotle powder, some mustard, pumpkin seeds, coconut aminos, a little monk fruit for sweetness if I need it, and of course, my trusty Vitamix. I will go ahead and leave the full recipe in the description below once I've completed the recipe. So after our first taste test, it needs a little bit more sweetness, so I'm just gonna put a date in there. I've added about a cup of water, add a little bit more garlic powder, and a little bit more chipotle powder. This is like the largest bowl I own. I'm gonna have to mix a little bit at a time, so first we'll mix this much. And I'm just gonna mix it with my hands because this is what we're gonna do. Don't be afraid to just dive right in and just mix it on up, okay? Just get in there and love it. Then you just lay them out nicely like little baby doves on the Teflon sheet, okay? Baby doves. My throw together recipe was pretty yummy. I think the end result is gonna be delicious. The fun part about making kale chips is you could kind of come up with anything that you want that you think will taste good and mix it in a bowl with some kale and dehydrate it or put it in the oven and it's gonna come out good. You know, just play around with it, have fun. You can add nutritional yeast, which I think is really yummy, and it gives it that cheesy factor that a lot of people love instead of using mustard. So that's another suggestion you could use. I'm gonna check back with the kale chip and we will see how they are doing. Okay, our kale chippies have been in the dehydrator for 3 hours now, and let's go check on them and see how they're doing. Kale chips are still very soft, so they're gonna need a lot more time. It's only been 3 hours. I just upped the temp for maybe an hour and then I'll turn it back down to 115 degrees. So I will see you guys in like another hour or two. River, do you want kale chips? Yeah? Oh, okay, tell us. River, you want kale chips, honey? Hello everybody, welcome back. We are going to go check on our kale chips. It's been about an hour and a half later, so we'll see how they're doing. Chippies! They're getting a little bit more crispy, which is good. That's what we want. They're still a little soft, but for the sake of ending this video, because I need to upload it, I'm gonna go ahead and just try one. This one looks pretty crispy. Oh, last one. Chip down! Oh yeah. The worst part about eating kale chips is that after you eat it, the little flakes get like all over your mouth. So it's like kale chip mouth. Probably have some in there right now. So the kale chips taste amazing. So I definitely recommend trying them out. Like I said, you could have fun with it. Try adding a few different spices. You could also try using nutritional yeast. It gives it a cheesy flavor and it's really tasty. For optimal crunch, if you're using a dehydrator, go ahead and leave it in overnight. If you're using a oven, you're gonna probably wanna check on it. I really have no idea how long you'll need to leave it in there. And probably on the lowest setting that your oven can go on. And I would think maybe an hour. I really don't know anything about chipping kale chips in a oven. Definitely just keep an eye on it if you're using a conventional oven. Dehydrator, you could probably get away with keeping them in the dehydrator for like 7 or 8 hours, but for optimal crunch, keep them in overnight. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Leave any questions and comments down below. Let me know if you like my recipes. Go ahead and tag me on Instagram or Snapchat. Let me know what you think. I love hearing from you guys. I love seeing when you guys try the recipes and sometimes add your own twist or whatever. Just have fun with them. I hope you have an awesome weekend. Much love to y'all, and I will see you next week.